Anyone from the governor's residence. Leave no survivors.
Leon Graves, you beast. Even if the Sterling family dies here today, we will never let you use this opium to ruin our people and destroy our nation.
Ha ha ha! To hell with your people and nation. All I know is you cut off my cash flow, so I'm gonna kill your whole family.
My words judge life and death. Divine reckoning sets the world. To know what the future holds, just ask the Blade Keeper.
I think I've seen him before.
I am Grandpa Fox, the 49th head of the Fox clan.
Then you must be from the ancient times, inheriting the Ghost Valley's legacy, using blades as a medium to master astrology and divination. Known to the world as the Blade Keepers, the Fox family.
That would be me. Today I lend this blade to you to help you overcome this crisis and keep the Sterling family safe.
Ha 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 ha! Where did this crazy old geezer come from? Playing your cheap tricks. Who are you trying to scare? Get lost, or else you and your little granddaughter are gonna get shot full of holes.
How do we repay this debt?
In 10 years, marry my granddaughter, Juliet Fox. This blade, will you take it?
This blade's debt I, Charles Sterling, accept it.
Ha 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 ha! What, Blade Keeper? In front of my guns? You're all nothing but trash. Open fire! Leave no survivor! Kill them all!
Freeze! The 10-year pact, do not forget.
Grandpa.
That boy looks so weak. Why do I have to marry him?
When my time comes, you will be the last one of the Blade Keeper bloodline. To break the divine curse of dying before 20, the only way is to marry the one with the Imperial Star destiny, the Sterling heir. By binding your fates, you might just survive.
Stop right there! A kidnapper took a child!
Get out of my way! Get lost! Don't come closer, or I'll kill the kid!
What is going on?
If you surrender now, I can ask Commander Sterling for leniency.
Who in Southgate doesn't know Commander Sterling is ruthless? If I fall into his hands, I'm as good as dead.
My name is Juliet Fox, the last Blade Keeper walking the earth. 10 years have passed. In the blink of an eye, the Blade's debt is due. Gods and ghosts make way. Officer, care to borrow a blade?
Mother, do you think Charlie's losing his mind? He holds onto a blade every single day.
Commander, an urgent wire from the Old Master.
Miss Juliet has left the mountain. Go to the railway station to receive her immediately. Julie's finally come down. Sterling Guard, come with me to welcome Lady Sterling home.
Commander, Emergency at the front lines! Charlie, the front line is in trouble.
No. Julie has come down. I must go pick her up.
Commander, it's an emergency. The Northern Allied forces have surrounded us. Our men can't hold out much longer. Charlie, I'll go pick her up. Consider it done.
You go pick her up then. Remember, show her the utmost respect.
Got it.
Mr. Brown, the betrothal gifts we prepared for Julie, double-check them. I'll head to the front line.
Officer, care to borrow a blade? The blade reveals the universe. The prophecy uncovers the truth. Favors stem from the blade's debt, and grudges will fade in the future.
What borrowed blade? Are you some kind of scammer? Sorry, I have no interest in such cheap tricks.
Report. Lieutenant, we couldn't find the kidnapped kids. Ha ha ha! You caught me, but you'll never find out where I hid those kids. Ha ha ha!
Could she really know something? All right, this blade. I'll borrow it.
Contract sealed. West Side Fusho Opera. That's where the children are.
Squad 1, stay and interrogate him with me. The rest of you, surround the Fusho Opera.
Yes, sir!
Lieutenant Mason, sir, in the opera's hidden room, we found 107 children hidden there. We got them all out, and we caught 5 accomplices.
For your great kindness, miss, I, Frank Mason, on behalf of the rescued children and their families, salute you.
Young Edward, should I notify the station master to clear the station to welcome Lady Sterling? What kind of lady is she? She's just taking advantage of my brother's marriage. Some country bumpkin. But Commander Sterling. Shut up! Not just Charlie. Even the old master repeatedly ordered not to disrespect this Juliet Fox. I want to see what this country peasant is actually capable of.
Edward, hello. I'm Juliet Fox, your brother's fiancée.
Fall back to camp, men. Julie, it's been 10 years. I can't wait to see you again. Tell me, what kind of men do young girls like nowadays?
Young girls?
I mean, 19-year-old girl.
Reporting, Commander. Girls these days all prefer gentle, charming gentlemen. Within 100 miles of you, let alone women. Even female mosquitoes are rare. Looks like our eternal bachelor is finally blooming.
Let's clean up before heading back to town.
Yes, sir.
I'm Juliet Fox, Charlie's fiancée.
She's pretty, but too bad she's a country bumpkin. Let me get that suitcase for you. Useless. I'll do it. over here and help! You're from the mountains, right? I bet you've never even seen car wheels before. Watch how I speed and make you cry, little country girl.
Yeah. I really haven't seen them.
Oh, wow. Then you better sit tight and hold on. When I start speeding later, don't be scared to tears. What the hell? I haven't even stepped on the gas! Ah!
Ha ha ha! Looks like my little brother isn't used to car rides. For your brother's sake, I'll lend you a blade. After 9 tonight, don't touch this car.
Ah!
Blade Keeper my ass. If you ask me, it's just a cheap trick to scare people.
Year 1913. Year 1914. The Sterlings pledged Charles Sterling's marriage for 10 years of heavenly fortune. The 10-year term is now up. I, Juliet Fox, the 51st Blade Keeper, have come to collect the debt.
It's Miss Fox. Oh, wonderful. Miss Fox, please come inside, right this way. Madam Sterling, Miss Fox is here.
So this is the little girl from back then. She turned out quite pretty.
Mother, I brought her to you.
Oh, you must be Julie. Oh my, you dear child. You didn't even let us know you were coming. Please, sit. Have some tea. Julie. The journey must have been tiring. Please accept these 100,000 silver dollars.
Mrs. Sterling, what is the meaning of this? Mrs. Sterling, what's this about?
What do you think? Take the money and get out.
Back to the matter. Yes, sir.
Julie, I know our family's success today is all thanks to your grandpa's help. Alas, when he passed away, I was heartbroken too. Please take this money. You'll be set for life. Julie, I know you came down the mountain to find a good family to settle down with, but my Charles is a commander now. I'm afraid it's not a match. These are some fine young men I carefully picked out for you. See if any catch your eye. I'll arrange it for you. What's going on? Why is her glare so terrifying?
I don't want this money. And them, I don't want them either. Hey!
You country bumpkin!
Edward, don't be rude. How about this? I'll give you 10 more gold bars. As for these men, if they don't catch your eye, I'll have Old Brown get you another batch.
Mother!
I don't need it. I came here only to collect what I'm owed.
Don't push your luck.
Then I'll stop beating around the bush, you country bumpkin. You're not good enough for my son. Sterling Manor will never accept you.
Charles Sterling, eldest son of the Sterling family, signed a fate-bound marriage contract with me, sealed across lifetimes. This debt cannot be defaulted.
Enough of this nonsense. What marriage contract? Sterling Manor will never recognize this.
Is it you who denies it, or Charles Sterling?
My son, of course. Do you know why, since you came to Southgate, Edward was the one who picked you up?
Mother, Charlie cares about her so much doing this.
She's just a woman. Your brother is so excellent, he can find any fine lady he wants.
So you're saying Charles Sterling himself is backing out?
My brother is the regional governor. Women who want to marry him are all high society ladies. You?
You dare default on a Bladekeeper debt? Aren't you afraid of divine retribution?
Pure nonsense. Guards, throw this wild brat out of Sterling Manor.
I wonder if Julie arrived home safely.
Drive faster. Get to the old estate in 15 minutes. Yes, sir.
I can leave, but I wonder if the Sterlings can bear the divine retribution for breaking the contract.
What are you waiting for? Hurry up and throw her out. It's just some thunder. What are you afraid of? Hurry up and do it.
Grandpa, you were wrong about the Sterlings. Grandpa, you traded your lifespan for the pact to lend the blade and fortune to the Sterlings. You.
Julie. After I die, you must go to the Sterlings immediately to collect the debt. It's the only way you'll survive. If the Sterlings default, they will face divine retribution.
Grandpa.
Stop right there. Tear up that piece of trash, so you don't go outside waving this fake contract around and ruin the Sterling family's reputation.
If you tear up this divine pact, retribution will strike instantly. Are you sure you want to?
Charles, Miss Fox is a great benefactor to the Sterlings. If she hadn't stepped in back then, I'm afraid all of Southgate would have fallen prey to the foreign invaders long ago. To call her the savior of Southgate is no exaggeration, so you'd better—
I understand, Grandpa.
What's that noise?
Could it be that Mother angered Miss Fox?
Just cheap tricks. This Bladekeeper debt nonsense, if you ask me, it's nothing but a cheap scam. Who are you scaring?
If not for that blade back then, and if the Fox family hadn't stepped in, the Sterlings would have been wiped out. There'd be no grand Sterling estate today.
Grandpa. You really are a wild girl from the mountains. No manners or upbringing whatsoever. The Sterling family is where we are today, all because my son fought for it with his own hands. What does that have to do with you?
If you don't believe me, why take on the Bladekeeper debt? Are the Sterlings really going to break the pact? Are you Sterlings really breaking the contract?
Don't forget, you are nothing but a lonely orphan. Our Sterling family now rules the grand Sterling Manor, this useless piece of paper. So what if I tear it up?
Tear up this contract, and divine retribution will fall. The Sterling family's fortune will vanish, and everything you've enjoyed for the past 10 years will be repaid 100-fold.
We Sterlings rule the entire South. You just don't want to lose the chance to latch on to my brother. So you're talking nonsense, right?
This so-called contract is nothing but a piece of trash, a worthless scrap of paper. I want to see for myself. If I tear it up, will there really be divine retribution?
Wait! Madam, you absolutely can't do this. Master Charles specifically ordered before he left that we must treat Miss Juliet well.
She's just a disrespectful little brat. Even if Charles likes her, I won't let him talk such nonsense. I just don't believe that tearing up this contract will destroy the Sterling family.
If the contract is destroyed, heaven will withdraw its protection. What awaits the Sterlings will be far worse than the tragedy that nearly wiped you out 10 years ago. A catastrophe 100 times more terrifying. Are you absolutely sure?
A catastrophe? Ha ha ha. What a load of arrogant nonsense.
Oh, madam. You really can't do this. When the old master was alive, he mentioned Miss Juliet every single day. Young Edward, please help persuade your mother.
Ode Brown, you are getting more and more out of line. Step back.
Madam, Old Brown, this is family business. You'd better stay out of it. I actually want to see what this country bumpkin can do. What exactly? What this country bumpkin is actually capable of to make our grandfather and brother value her so highly. Ha!
I will tear it up anyway. Let's see what happens.
Stop. Stop.
Grandpa! Brother!
Ah!
You wicked fool! Kneel!
Mother!
Father! Charles! How did you get back so soon?
If I hadn't come back, our Sterling family would have been completely ruined by you, ignorant woman. Juliet is a benefactor to our Sterling family, yet you dared to tear up the fate-bound marriage contract.
Mother, you're so foolish. You know how I feel about Julie.
Juliet, please forgive us.
Juliet, my mother was being foolish, but that wasn't the Sterling family's intention. We can rewrite the contract. We will definitely pay our debt.
Father! Charles! You've both been fooled by this wild girl. What divine retribution! Ha ha ha! It's all just smoke and mirrors.
Stubborn fool.
I tore up this stupid paper. Where's the divine retribution?
Mother!
Commander Sterling, you're not bad looking.
Miss Fox, I'll honor the marriage contract. Since I accepted the Bladekeeper debt back then, I won't default on it.
Charles, if you dare marry her, I'll kill myself right now.
Mother! Mother!
The Bladekeeper debt is now final. Commander Sterling, take care.
Wait. Julie? Charlie!
Ah! Mother, my face!
Quick, call the doctor. Hurry!
Julie!
Let's go.
Julie.
Grandpa.
You brat.
Grandpa, why did you hit me?
I sent you down the mountain to get married. I didn't tell you to bring ruin to your fiancé's family.
Master, my mother, what is going on with her?
Your mother. This is a sign of divine retribution. I advise you to think carefully. Have you done something to defy the heavenly order? If you try to salvage it now, there's still a chance. Otherwise, the entire Sterling Manor will be doomed.
Mother!
Tilly, your destiny is tied to the Sterling boy. I can no longer read his fortune. The heavenly curse is approaching. Within half a year, you must marry Charles Sterling and collect the Fox family's debts. Otherwise, the Blade Keeper's legacy will end here.
I know, Grandpa. You've said this for 10 years. How about I collect the debts first? If we don't collect them, our Fox family's rules will really be broken.
You brat.
To the West Side Axe Syndicate.
Open the gate.
It must be that damn village woman playing some dirty tricks to make Mother like this. Since no one in town can help, I'll find a renowned doctor outside. I will definitely cure Mother's strange illness.
Welcome, Miss Fox.
Ha ha ha! Oh, Madam Fox, I've been waiting for you. Please come right in. Ha ha ha! Without Mr. Fox's divine blade, I wouldn't be where I am today. Crispy roast pig, tender inside. Ha ha ha! Mmm. Absolutely delicious. My absolute favorite. Madam Fox, please enjoy. Make yourself at home. Ha 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 ha!
Boss, King of the Axe Syndicate. 20 years ago, late on a winter night, at the Frost Hill Ruins, you were loaned the Fox family's Waterbreaker blade. The prophecy was, ride the waves to claim your wealth, but never forget the freezing source, incense melody. Today, I collect 50% of your wealth. 50%.
Not enough. Not enough. I'll give you 60. No, 70. Madam Fox, I'll give you 70%. How about that?
50% means 50%. Rules cannot be broken.
Well, I have 10 docks and $30,000, along with 3 chambers of commerce. I'll give you 6 docks and $18,000, plus 2 chambers of commerce. How does that sound?
How dare you! Our boss treats you like an honored guest, yet you are so ungrateful!
Double dealing. Offering scraps. Is this what you call sincerity? Is this what you call sincerity?
Madam Fox, I'm innocent! The Fox family has been so good to me. How could I dare hide anything? This is truly everything I own. If I'm lying, may lightning strike me down. Could you be mistaken?
Mistaken? Just the glass chandelier above you is worth a fortune. You have unregistered gold in your vault and secret overseas private ports. The docks under your name actually number in the hundreds. The wealth you declared today is barely 1 or 2% of your real assets. Boss King, you're trying to deceive me.
What exactly is going on?
It's your mother. She was foolish and made a terrible mistake, and now she's facing retribution.
Sigh.
Where is Miss Fox? The Sterling family broke our promise this time. Miss Fox is a true benefactor to our family. You absolutely must find Miss Fox and ask for her forgiveness.
Don't worry, Grandpa. I'll make things right with Miss Fox.
Reporting, Commander. The human trafficking case is solved. Also, we've located Miss Fox.
What? Tell me quickly, where is Miss Fox?
Miss Fox went to West Side Axe Syndicate to collect a debt.
Boss King of the Axe Syndicate is a bad news. Charles, hurry! Go now!
Brothers, follow me to the Axe Syndicate. We're inviting Miss Fox back.
Yes, sir. Hoya!
You're trying to deceive me.
Good eye, Miss Juliet. Huh? So what if I am? Huh? This whole fortune, I risked my life for it. Getting to where I am today was all based on my own skills. Besides, a piece of scrap metal. Just a piece of scrap metal and a few words of mumbo-jumbo. And you want half my net worth? Dream on!
Without the Waterbreaker blade, you'd just be a little beggar. There'd be no Axe Syndicate today.
Bullshit! You want compensation? I can give you that, but asking for half right away. Aren't you being a bit too greedy? Besides, that blade was loaned to me by your grandpa. But the old man is dead. The debt dies with him. You're just a little girl, coming here demanding a fortune. Don't blame me for forgetting my ties to him.
So you're saying you refuse to honor the blade debt?
Blade keeper debt? Ha ha ha! Bullshit! A blade is just dead metal. How far a man goes all depends on his own skills. I got to where I am today by hacking my way up, axe by axe. What's it got to do with that blade?
If the prophecy blade hadn't broken your cursed fate and guided you onto this path, back then, you were just a little beggar doomed to die. How could you be calling the shots today, controlling 100 docks?
Bullshit! See this? To your family, it's a divine blade. But in my hands, it's just a tool for killing pigs, chopping bones and slicing meat. Man, it works really well. Ha ha ha!
You used it to butcher pigs?
Ah! Damn! Ha! It recognizes its master. Too bad. In my hands, it's just an animal killer. A man relies on himself. This blade? Just scrap metal.
To insult the Fox clan relics like this? You have a lot of nerve. Today, I am taking this blade back, and you are about to pay the price for your arrogance.
Ha ha ha! Take it back? The price? Ha ha! You talk a big game. If your grandpa were here, I, Boss King, might back down, but a little brat like you, in my territory, is nothing to fear.
Stubborn fool.
You dare smash my gold plaque? You little bitch! Boys, chop her to pieces! Feed her to the dogs!
Stop.
Julie, are you all right?
I'm fine.
How dare you?
You.
Dare to disrespect the commander's lady. You must have a death wish. Wait, what?
You're the commander's lady?
Our commander's lady is. You're the commander's lady? Ah, Commander. The one who bravely saved the child at the train station and threw the knife to save the day is none other than Miss Fox. Commander's lady, please spare my life. I know I was wrong. This half of my fortune, I can't live without it. Once I lose it, my enemies will eat me alive. Please, show mercy. Spare my life. Please, spare my life. Spare my life. Madam Fox! Madam Fox! I grew up on the streets, fighting wild dogs for food. Such bitter days, I don't want to go through that again. I'm terrified of being poor, and terrified of going hungry. Let me live. Please, let me live.
The Blade Keeper's word is heaven's will. It cannot be defied. What's more, you insulted the Fox clan relics and made light of a destined contract. Today, this blade must be reclaimed. With the blade gone, your destiny returns to dust. You'll soon revert to what you once were, a beggar sleeping rough, never knowing if you'll survive the day.
Madam Fox! Madam Fox! If you won't let me live, then we die together.
Watch out!
You leave me no way out, then we all die together. Miss Fox.
Watch out! Julie. She hugged me. I'm sorry, Julie. You just arrived in Southgate. I couldn't go pick you up. And my mother treated you like that. I've wronged you. I, Charles, have let you down. But these past 10 years, I've always been looking forward to being with you.
You caught the bullet? Catching a bullet is impossible.
So you were catching the bullet.
I wasn't hugging you.
Protect the commander and Madam Sterling. Ha ha ha! Shoot! Shoot me! Ha ha ha! So what if you're the Blade Keeper? So what if you're the commander's lady? So what if you can catch a bullet? If you won't let me live, we all die together. Come on, shoot! Shoot! Are you all afraid to die? Ha 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 ha! Shoot! So what if you're the commander's lady? So what if you're a Blade Keeper? Come on, shoot me! So what if you can catch bullets? If I can't live, we're all going down together. Shoot! Shoot me! Are you all afraid to die? Ha 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 ha!
Stubborn and foolish, refusing to wake up.
Sterling Guard, confiscate all of Boss King's assets, give half to Miss Fox, and seize the rest. Take Boss King to the death row.
Yes, sir.
Miss Fox. My family broke our promise first. I, Charles Sterling, as the head of the Sterling family, beg you to return to the estate with me. I will repay the debt immediately. Please come back to the estate with me. I am ready to repay the debt right now.
Don't forget why you came down the mountain.
What are you waiting for? Aren't we going home?
Let's go.
My lord! It's me, Victor King, my lord! Save me! I was only following your orders!
Worthless trash. You're so much effort planning. Step away. Word.
The Blade Keeper! She's terrifyingly strong! She's not even human! I can't cross the commander either! I really had no choice, my lord! Please spare my life!
Spare you? You are nothing but a useless maggot. What use are you to me?
Something's wrong. Your fortune and destiny. Why are they so weak? They can't withstand karmic retribution at all.
How is he?
Strange. Even a weak imperial destiny shouldn't be like this. Less than 1/10 of his destiny remains. The fortune-stealing ritual. Someone actually used such a dark art to steal his imperial aura.
Help!
Using Bloodline as a medium, exploiting Edward to steal Charles's imperial aura. Good. Very good. How dare they pull this under Juliet Fox's nose and touch my Blade Keeper creditor? Fine. Very well. How dare they act right under Juliet Fox's nose, touching my Blade Keeper creditor?
Miss Fox, Charles's bloodline, can it still be saved?
Someone is using dark magic to steal Charles's imperial aura. They use his blood brother, Edward Sterling, to weaken Charles's destiny. If Edward loses his life, Charles's fortune will vanish too. By then, the Sterlings will meet their end beyond saving.
Miss Fox, is there anything you can do?
At this point, I'll have to go myself.
I'll go with you to save Edward.
But your destiny is almost gone. It's easy to attract dark things.
Edward respects me the most. I've been cold to him all these years. I didn't let him lead troops, fearing political enemies would target him. But I didn't expect him to still fall victim. In the end, I failed him. This time, I must protect him.
Fine. I'll take you with me. Stay away from this car tonight.
What Blade Keeper? If you ask me, it's just some cheap scam. You want to die in the middle of the road at night?
Forgive me, sir. I just got lost in the middle of nowhere and don't know the way down. Please, sir, take me to Southgate Mason's Bakery.
Get in, get in!
Thank you, sir.
There's an evil array forming ahead. With this, you'll be protected from the dark energy. Don't be afraid. Even if the King of Hell comes, I'll keep you safe.
Julie, my fortune can also repel some of the evil spirits. I'll protect you too.
Let's go.
Ah! Madam? Even though I often slack off, but I've never killed anyone!
Look how scared you are. I'm naturally double-jointed. I was just messing with you.
Are you out of your mind? I kindly offered you a ride, and you pull this creepy stunt to scare me. If you don't want a ride, just get out and walk back yourself.
Please forgive me, sir. Let me sing you a song to make up for it.
That's more like it.
Ah, sir, these shoes just... Not this again.
Do you really think I, Master Sterling, am easily scared? Where did these come from in my car? Ah!
Edward Jr. touched the cursed artifact. We need to act fast.
Ah! Damn it! The door won't open!
Stop driving!
I'm not hitting the gas!
Then hit the brakes. Just hit the brakes. I don't want to die.
You think I don't want to? The brakes are dead!
We're gonna crash! We're gonna hit it! Turn the steering wheel! Let go! Let go!
Don't touch the wheel!
In my next life, I never want to see you again. Bah!
Fairy sister, save me. An angel from heaven. Thank you, fairy grandma.
Mind your manners. This is your future sister-in-law.
Commander, save me! In the car.
Miss, show some respect. Julie, I don't know her. You said you'd protect me.
What the hell? Charlie, when you killed countless enemies, you didn't even blink. Why are you acting like...
Sir, let me hide here.
Let me tell you a story. There once was a woman who had an illicit affair with Will Page III from Southgate. She even had an abortion for him, leaving her barren. To help her lover, she stole silver and silk from her family's shop to bribe people for his career. But her lover betrayed her and abandoned her. When her parents found out the truth, they went to seek justice for their daughter, only to be beaten to death. Instead of avenging her parents, this woman became an accomplice, harming the innocent. Helen Mason, tell me, for such a fool, what crime should she be charged with? Such a fool. What should be your punishment?
Miss Fox, I don't know what you're talking about.
When did I ever tell you my last name is Fox? Speak. Who taught you to harm people with dark magic?
So you were behind all this. What did I ever do to you?
You ask what?
If he hadn't banned opium and wiped out the gang, my Will wouldn't have died tragically in prison. I sacrificed so much for Will. I was this close to becoming Mrs. Page. It was him! Charles Sterling. He ruined my life.
Stubborn and foolish. Opium destroys lives. How many families have been ruined by it? You helped a tyrant for your lover. You're utterly stupid and toxic. Speak. Who taught you this fortune dark magic?
I'll talk. Please spare me. It was... Die, Charles Sterling.
Charlie!
Die.
Charlie, watch out! Charlie! She got away.
I put a tracking spell on her.
Charlie, are you okay?
Dark energy invaded him. He needs treatment at home.
Commander, I just heard you were here. Commander, you? What happened to you?
He was injured by an evil spirit. The spirit just got away. Take my blade. It will lead you to the spirit's trail. Do not engage when you find it. Report back immediately.
Julie's orders are my orders.
Yes, Miss Fox.
Let's return to the manor at once. Your stolen fortune hasn't returned to your body yet. If I'm not around, don't go alone to places with heavy, dark energy.
Julie, you saved me again.
Grandfather. I was a fool. Before, I was so disrespectful to Miss Fox. But now, I finally realize she has extraordinary abilities. She's doing everything for the Sterlings. This Blade Keeper debt, we will repay it. From now on, I'll never stand in the way of Charlie and Miss Fox again.
Mother.
Mother, you're awake.
What happened?
Mother, you're finally awake. Miss Fox, she has real power. This debt, we have to pay it. From now on, you must never disrespect Miss Fox again.
What's wrong? Edward. I was foolish. I know I was wrong. This debt, we will definitely repay it. Edward. Charles. I've changed back. I really changed back. Miss Fox, thank you. Thank you.
Julie, this is your new courtyard. Do you like it?
Not bad.
Let me get that.
You? Think you can lift it?
Are you doubting me?
Seems Commander Sterling is a bit out of shape. Can't even lift a suitcase.
Why did it stop working?
These are from Sterling Manor. Betrothal gifts prepared for you. Julie, are you pleased with them?
Not bad. I see. Don't worry. Since you borrowed a blade from the Fox family, I will clear your name.
Any news on Helen Mason?
Let's go to Ning Opera House to collect a debt.
Commander, per your orders, we've cleared the Opera House. Miss Fox. Once the blade got here, it stopped reacting.
Let's take a look.
Masters, I'm sorry. Our opera house is closed today. If you're here for a show...
We're not here for a show. We're looking for your top star, Evelyn Reed. Not here for a show. I'm looking for your star performer, Evelyn Reed.
Oh, miss, you're really putting me in a tough spot. Our star performer's shows aren't for just anyone to come and hear. She was personally requested by General Mason. Normally, she only does private shows for the General. It's not for any random nobody to just listen to. Furthermore, the Opera House today has been booked by the regional governor, Charles Sterling, Commander Sterling.
Why is her gaze so terrifying? How dare you, you blind snob! Do you know that this man here is Commander Sterling, and this lady is the future commander's lady?
I deserve to die. Forgive me, Commander. Forgive me, madam. I was blind. I didn't know you were the commander. I'll take you all right now to see Miss Reed.
Lead the way.
Honored guests, please follow me. After you. Commander, our star performer usually stays here to rest and practice. Was that manager telling the truth? He said Miss Reed is here, but I don't see her. What's going on?
Cheap tricks.
Commander Sterling, an honor. Apologies for not welcoming you sooner. Please forgive me. It is just that I've long set a rule. I will only ever sing for General Mason. I cannot perform for you. 3. I hope you understand.
I'm not here for the opera.
Then what are you here for, miss?
To collect a debt.
A debt? I don't seem to recall owing you anything.
The Fox family lent you a blade 12 years ago. With the prophecy, good deeds bring rewards, but your love is the wrong man. When the soul shatters, the blade will be collected. Do you remember?
What blade? Miss, you must have the wrong person. I've never heard of any Fox family, nor have I borrowed any blade.
Then, William Page. This name, do you remember it?
William Page? I don't know what you are talking about. I don't know this man.
This is the letter of your elopement. Surely you haven't forgotten. Since you eloped, why are you now here in this place, enjoying such fame as the opera house's top star? And the man you eloped with, William Page, where is he right now? Where is he now?
Since you have tracked me down here, I have nothing to hide. Yes, I am the daughter of the Reed family. Will Page and I were deeply in love, but my parents despised his poverty and forced us apart. With no other choice, we agreed to elope. But who would have thought? On the day we were to leave, war broke out, and the city was in chaos. My family hurriedly packed up, planning to flee overseas by boat, worried about Will. I refused to leave alone. I ran desperate to our meeting spot. But when I got there, there was no sign of Will at all. I asked around, only to find out that he had already bought a ticket and fled on a boat by himself. He abandoned me. Because of that brief delay, I missed my family's boat. All alone, I was left in this war-torn world, a weak woman with no one to rely on, just to survive. I suffered endless humiliation. Finally, I eventually ended up in this opera house, barely surviving. Fortunately, General Mason took pity on me. He appreciated my art, allowing me to settle down and live like I do today. Will Page is nothing but a faded memory to me. I don't want to talk about him. Miss, why must you reopen this wound today?
This is outrageous. That scholar Page is absolute scum. To betray Miss Reed like this, damn him.
Hypocrite. This little tale of yours is spun so sincerely, quite touching indeed, but it's full of lies and completely flawed. Do you really think a stolen identity and a fabricated story can hide from fate or fool me, Juliet Fox?
Are you okay?
Charles Sterling. We've always stayed out of each other's way. Today you barge into my territory and push my people around. Are you trying to pick a fight and go to war with me? General Mason, you misunderstood. I'm not here today as the commander to pick a fight. I'm here with my fiancée to settle an old score. To collect a debt.
What debt? You're collecting a debt in my opera house?
General Mason, our future commander's lady is no ordinary person. She is the legendary Blade Keeper.
A Blade Keeper? Charles Sterling, I've long heard you had a fiancée from the countryside. I didn't expect you to not only have awful taste, but to also get fooled by this kind of cheap charlatan playing parlor tricks. What an absolute joke! General Mason, I'm warning you. If I ever hear any disrespect toward my fiancée again, I won't hesitate to give the order to level your opera house, including your headquarters.
Don't be angry. I never argue with fools.
As you wish.
General Mason, care for a blade? General Mason, care for a blade?
A blade? What a joke! I command a massive army. You think I'd believe your mumbo-jumbo?
You only get one chance. Refuse it now, and it's gone for good.
General Mason, some things are better believed than ignored. Since our commander's lady has already said so, I suggest you.
Charles Sterling, you've all been bewitched by this woman. I don't buy it. And I don't need it. I've survived this long relying on the gun in my hand and my brothers in arms. General Mason, it seems you didn't take my words to heart.
Words can't save a ghost eager to die. Evelyn Reed, you murdered the scholar William Page, stripped away his lifespan, and crafted this evil dress. For this crime, do you plead guilty or not?
That is a vicious lie. You are talking nonsense. How could I kill him while left on his own? I didn't kill him. Do you have any proof?
Proof? That lifelike dummy you treasure so much and preserve with secret arts, its skin and bones all came from one person, your lover, who supposedly died in a shipwreck, Will Page.
Yes, I killed him. Will Page deserved to die! He got what he deserved! Eloped? We did elope. But what happened after? Endless wars, widespread poverty. Will Page had his head full of useless philosophy, but couldn't do a thing. full of so-called ambitions, but nowhere to fulfill them. All he knew was how to blame the world. Then, he got hooked on opium. He became an absolute, complete piece of trash. When the withdrawals hit, he was less than human. When he ran out of money, he forced me to work. I did all kinds of dirty and tiring jobs. Later, even his last bit of humanity was completely gone to feed his opium addiction. He actually tried to sell me to that filthy flower alley. I just wanted to survive. Is that so wrong? He forced me. He was heartless first. So I had no mercy. That is why I killed him. I am just a weak woman. In that situation, other than killing him, what choice did I have? Later, to avoid being tracked down, I hid my identity. And finally ended up here in Pear Blossom Lane. When I first arrived, I suffered so much humiliation and endured so much pain. Until I met you, General! You gave me a place to stay and showed me a little warmth. But this bloody scar in my heart still just won't heal.
You poor thing. That scholar, Paige, is worse than an animal. Miss Reed, he wronged you first. It was self-defense. You were just protecting yourself.
You all heard her. Eve was forced into it. That guy Paige had it coming. This matter ends today. Nobody lays a finger on her.
Your story is certainly touching. But what I heard is completely different. Why is that? The story I heard is also about a wealthy young lady who fell in love with a poor scholar. But sadly, the scholar had ulterior motives. He only approached the lady for nothing else but her massive fortune. He was just scheming to steal her family's wealth. Fortunately, her family was sharp enough to see through his disguise and put a stop to it. Though heartbroken, the lady obeyed her family's arrangement. But what no one expected was that the lady's personal maid, who seemed so loyal and kind, was actually charmed by the scholar. She truly believed his talents were unrecognized and that he was destined for greatness. The maid was originally saved by the kind lady from an opera house manager when she was just a dying little girl. She kept her close and cared for her, never knowing that the maid was rotten to the core and truly vicious. When the maid heard that the family was ditching the scholar and fleeing overseas for refuge, she let evil take over. She murdered the kind lady herself, along with dozens of her family members. Then, using dark magic, she took over the lady's body and stole her identity. She went to find the scholar, dreaming of a life together and sharing the wealth. Alas, but little did she know, the scholar was a worthless bum, indulging in drinking, gambling, and women. When things didn't go his way, he would brutally beat the maid. He even got hooked on opium. To pay for his habit, the scholar actually tried to sell the imposter maid to a brothel. Only then did the maid realize the truth. Only then did she realize. Only then did the maid realize the truth. But the damage was already done. To protect herself, she had no choice but to kill again. She killed the scholar, William Page, and used his flesh and soul as a catalyst to extract his remaining lifespan in a vain attempt to restore her own vitality and practice dark magic. Later, she found out that the local and most powerful General Mason loved listening to opera. Remembering that in her youth she had spent time in an opera troupe, she decided to return to the Ning Opera House. Using the scholar's blood to dye the silk threads, she crafted this magnificent costume and disguised herself as the top performer, Evelyn Reed, waiting for a chance to get close. Her purpose was to steal General Mason's fortune for her own use. This story, did I get it right, Miss Reed? Oh, wait. Helen Mason. Helen Mason.
Viper!
You're nothing but a viper. Miss Reed risked her life to save you, and you murdered her entire family. You even stole her identity. It's an absolute outrage.
You're a monster!
How do you know so much about this?
Helen Mason. William Page, an illicit affair. You thought rewriting your past would keep me in the dark? But what you don't know is, 12 years ago, the real Evelyn Reed borrowed a blade from the Fox family. The debt remains unpaid, so her karma is naturally known to me.
Evelyn Reed. Her soul was destroyed long ago. There's nothing left of her. Who will you collect from?
Thank you for saving me, miss.
Get up. Since you borrowed a blade from the Fox family, I'll naturally handle this for you. Blade, come. Blade! Speak. Who is pulling the strings? Who taught you this fortune-stealing ritual to harm Charles Sterling?
Didn't you want to know? Then I'll tell you. The one who told me Charles Sterling has the imperial destiny, who taught me how to use Edward Sterling to steal his life, was...
Watch out, Commander.
Frank! Frank.
How dare you hurt someone in front of me? You're courting death.
Commander, don't worry. My worthless life has always been crawling in the dark. You brought me to the guard. You gave me a future. It was you who pulled me out of the mud. In my heart, I've always treated you like my own brother. In this life, to be able to take this hit for you, it was worth it.
Frank. Frank Mason. Frank Mason.
He's not gonna die. He has the silver blade I gave him for protection. The resentful energy of Helen Mason's residual soul is not enough to kill someone instantly, unless I do it myself.
What are you waiting for? Hurry! Quick! Get Lieutenant Mason out of here. Use the best medicine. Find the best doctor. You must save him.
In the year 1910, Evelyn Reed's kindness forged a bond, and she borrowed a blade from my Fox family. Year 1910. Evelyn Reed's kindness forged a bond, and she borrowed a blade from the Fox family.
Go fetch a bowl of water.
Yes, miss. The water, miss.
Here, sir. Have some water.
You are a truly kind soul, miss. But sometimes, good people don't always get rewarded. I shall lend you a blade today.
The prophecy. Good deeds unrewarded, loved the wrong man. When your soul scatters, I'll come collect the debt.
I understand. This debt must be paid. The payment is my next life's fortune. Please, take it.
I've collected the debt. The remaining half of your fortune, you keep it. Good deeds bear good fruit. That bowl of water back then was a kindness. Though your ending today is tragic, it wasn't your fault. That remaining half of your fortune is enough for you to be born into a good family next life and live peacefully.
Go on.
Charles, why are you looking at me like that?
It's nothing. I was just thinking Julie looks like an angel.
Well, Miss Fox, you said earlier that my time is up. Is it true?
My fiancée understands the will of heaven. Her words shape reality. She never lies or exaggerates.
Miss Fox, oh no, Oracle, I was blind. I was an absolute fool, I beg you. Grant me a blade and save my life. I'll pay whatever price you ask. Please, I beg you, lend me a blade to save my life. I'll do whatever it takes.
I gave you a chance, but you were arrogant and flat out refused. Now that disaster has struck, you kneel and beg for mercy. It's too late. If you must blame someone, blame your own lust. Evil spirits clouded your mind. You brought this on yourself.
Ora.
General Mason. You were just now disrespectful to my fiancé. My fiancé is kind and won't hold it against you, but I protect my own. I'll make everything you have disappear. You'll regret it when it's too late. Julie, any plans for now?
Not really.
Then I'll take you somewhere.
Welcome, Commander Sterling. Right this way, madam.
Julie, this is Southgate's biggest clothing store. Pick out whatever you like.
You're staring.
Julie, you really look good in anything.
Then get all the cheongsams wrapped up for me.
Right away.
I used too much energy today. I'm going back to sleep.
Rest well.
Yeah.
Commander, Lieutenant Mason is awake. He's in the side room.
I'll go check on him.
Grandpa, where are you going?
Julie, today's events were a bit strange, too.
I felt it too. The dark magic Helen Mason used, though crude and clumsy, its core technique still revealed a faint trace of a medium. Exactly.
That curse on you, dooming you to die before 20, is exactly the work of the Hawthorne mediums. Back then, our Fox family dueled with the Hawthorne mediums. The Hawthorne couple lacked the skill and grew spiteful after their defeat. They sacrificed their blood and souls to place this bloodline-ending curse on you. They wanted the Fox lineage to end with you. Now they must have seen the divine truth and realized that the one with the imperial destiny, the Sterling heir, is the key to breaking your curse. That's why they've repeatedly stopped at nothing to target him. They want you dead.
Charles Sterling. He's under my protection now. Anyone who wants to touch him has to go through me first.
Report! There's news from the Sterling orphanage. The kids taken in by Lieutenant Mason heard he was severely injured and are crying and clamoring to see him. We can't calm them down.
I'll go see them.
Nonsense. You lie down and recover. I'll go calm the kids down. Get some rest. Wait for my return.
Come out! Helen Mason, using that dark magic to steal the commander's fortune. Was that your doing?
So what if it was?
Stop this, brother. Brother, stop this. Don't keep making the same mistakes. A blood feud. This is a deep-seated feud between the Hawthorne mediums and the Fox Blade Keepers. A blood feud. How can you ask me to stop, Frank Mason? Don't forget. If it weren't for my parents' kindness back then, saving you from wild dogs and taking you in as an adopted son, you'd be nothing but a pile of bones right now. The Hawthorne family has shown you nothing but profound grace. I remember. I haven't forgotten for a second. It's just that Commander Sterling has been really good to me. He truly treats me like a brother. A brother? We are brothers. We are your real family. Don't you forget. You getting to work for Charles Sterling and earning his trust was all part of our little scheme. Yes, but because of that dark magic, Mom and Dad back then, they faced divine retribution. They didn't get a good end. Brother, don't be stubborn anymore. Let's not follow in Mom and Dad's footsteps. Stubborn? Frank Mason, don't really think of yourself as a Hawthorne. Remember your place. You're nothing but a dog raised by the Hawthorne family. A dog used to spy on Charles Sterling, nothing more. You're nothing but a dog to the Hawthorne family. Just a dog. A dog meant to infiltrate and stay by Charles Sterling's side. Now, the Hawthorns are down to just the two of us. This revenge, I must take it. As for you, you better think carefully. If Charles Sterling knew that his most trusted lieutenant was the one repeatedly stealing his imperial aura and putting him in danger as an accomplice, how would he treat you? You! Miss Fox, what brings you here? Is there something you need?
Frank Mason, it's time to pay your Bladekeeper debt. The payment is $1 silver.
Miss Fox, this debt, I won't pay it.
Do you know the consequences of defaulting on a debt to the Fox family? At best, you'll lose your fortune and be plagued by disasters. At worst, your soul will shatter, never to enter reincarnation.
I know it all.
If you know, then why won't you pay? It's just $1 silver.
because I have committed an unforgivable mistake. I betrayed the deepest trust. I'm ready to die, and I seek no forgiveness.
A Hawthorne medium, how dare you show your face to me? A Hawthorne medium, you dare show your face?
Miss Fox, no! Frank! Hurry, go!
I had no idea you and that Hawthorne medium were working together.
Stealing the commander's imperial fortune. It was my secret doing. Only if I die can the source of the spell be broken, and the fortune be restored.
Why do this to yourself?
The Hawthorne family raised me. With this life, my debt to them is paid. Miss Fox, could I ask you, please don't tell what I did to the commander.
Okay.
Frank! 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 What happened? Julie. What exactly happened?
Miss Fox, I beg you, please don't tell the commander what I've done.
He owed a Bladekeeper debt and refused to pay.
Commander! Commander! Commander!
Commander, you can't fall asleep. Hang in there. Watch out, Commander.
Frank! Frank!
Commander, from now on, my life is yours.
Julie, do you have nothing to say to me?
No.
In your eyes, everything in this world and all human emotions are just debts in your ledger, aren't they?
Yes.
Then what am I?
Give him a proper burial.
Then what am I? Miss Fox, you haven't eaten all day. I had them prepare some light food.
Come in.
Eat while it's hot. I won't bother you anymore.
Charles Sterling.
Is there anything else?
Thank you.
Miss Fox, you're the benefactor of the Sterling family. You protected my family and saved my life. Saved my life. For just a meal. There's no need to thank me.
Charlie, Frank's belongings have all been sorted out.
We found this at his place.
His funeral arrangements have been made just as you instructed.
Thank you. Exchange one's own life for the other's destiny. On the day of peak young, with blood from the heart, the curse can be broken, defying fate.
Commander, don't take it seriously. I just read these mystical books when I have free time to relieve boredom.
A life for a life. Perhaps I found a way to break Julie's curse.
Young man, are you hurt? Let go of me.
Juliet Fox! I'll make you pay for this.
Strange. Why does it feel so tight here? Seeing him in such sorrow, why can't I just brush it off as none of my business?
Julie, are you really here? Charles Sterling. Oh, Charles Sterling. You've really lost your mind. How could she possibly be here? Edward.
Yes.
Based on what's written here, go prepare these things for me. Be quick and discreet. Okay.
Charlie, are you out of your mind? You want to use your Imperial Star Destiny to trade for Miss Fox's death curse? Is it worth it? It'll cost your life.
There's no such thing as worth it. Edward, have you forgotten? If it weren't for old Mr. Fox's help 10 years ago, and if Julie hadn't saved us so many times, the Sterling family would have been wiped out long ago. How else would we have the grand Sterling estate now? How else would you and I be standing here? This life of mine, which I should have lost a decade ago, if it can be traded for a sliver of hope for her, then it's worth it.
I've made up my mind. Say no more.
Remember, this is top secret, especially from Julie. She cannot know a single thing, understood?
It's about time. Charles Sterling should have that book by now. And found the hope within. I can proceed with the next step of my plan.
Help!
Juliet Fox. I'm really curious to see your face when you learn the truth.
Julie, the Imperial aura on the Sterling boy has mostly recovered. It's enough to counter your curse. The time is near. Your marriage to him can no longer be delayed. Remember, you must have a wedding recognized by heaven and truly consummate the marriage. Only by uniting yin and yang like this, linking your fates completely, can you borrow the power of his Imperial star destiny to break the doomed fate of dying before you turn 20.
Grandpa, you always say blade debts clear karma, but you never told me what it means to be married. Or what is love?
Well, it's the ultimate human emotion. Difficult to explain. Just do as I say, and you'll understand in due time. And the Hawthorne mediums, never underestimate them.
Got it.
Charlie! The things you asked for are ready. They're in the West Wing secret room.
Good.
Also, about what you asked me to look into, the Blade Keepers and the mediums, I've found a lead. Just as Miss Fox said. Many years ago, the mediums and the Blade Keepers fought an earth-shattering battle. The mediums were defeated and vanished without a trace. All information about them seems to be deliberately erased. It's very hard to track. The only thing I can confirm is that the defeated medium clan was the Hawthorns.
Hawthorne. Yes.
Should I send more men to check everyone named Hawthorne in Southgate?
Search them all. Don't let a single clue slip by. Anyone who dares to target Julie must pay the price.
Understood.
Anything else?
Charlie, is there really no other way? Do you have to use that life exchange ritual to trade your life for hers? How about using my life? My fate is ordinary. Let me trade with Miss Fox. Can I do that?
Edward, I know how you feel. But this is my debt. My choice. Go.
Charlie, the debt you accepted is to marry Miss Fox. Then why can't you just marry her? Why must you go down this fatal path of life exchange?
She is incredibly powerful and sharp-minded. In matters of karma and magical combat, she is a true master. But when it comes to worldly love, she seems completely clueless, just like a blank sheet of paper. For me to marry her to fulfill the contract is only natural. But what if one day she meets someone who truly moves her heart? Someone who shows her what true love is? By then, wouldn't this marriage born of debt just become a shackle binding her?
But what if Miss Fox actually likes you?
In your eyes, everything in the world, all human emotions, are they all just debts in your ledger?
Yes.
Then what am I to you?
Give him a proper burial.
Get back to work. My decision won't change.
Found you. Medium.
Commander, we found a lead. Northgate Paradise Club. Recently, a young man named Hawthorne has been frequenting there. He booked the best room and acts very weird. Also, recently there's been a string of bizarre showgirl deaths.
That's him. Julie, You've protected me so many times. This time, let me be the one to clear the path for you, no matter the cost. Listen up, men. Our target is Northgate Paradise Club. Destroy the evil. Purge Southgate.
You Hawthorne mediums, no matter where you go, you can't drop this habit of sneaking around and playing your little tricks.
Take this.
You're dead.
You're dead. As expected of the Fox family's strongest of the new generation, your senses are quite sharp. Let me guess. You're so eager to kill me because you want to rush back to your Commander Sterling and marry him, so you can break the curse that says you won't live past 20, right?
So what?
Too bad. Too bad you won't get the chance. Your Commander Sterling is about to die.
Nonsense.
I already had Frank Mason take the real fortune-stealing ritual. Disguise it as the life exchange ritual and leak it to your Charles. That fool is probably touched by his own deep sacrifice, wanting to sacrifice his imperial aura to save you.
Despicable.
I forgot to tell you, I've already leaked the news of me being here to your dear Commander Sterling. And right here, I've set up a trap just for him. If he dares to take a single step in, his fortune will be completely drained. Judging by the time, he should already be here.
Julie.
Charles! Charles!
Ethan Hawthorne, you despicable coward.
Come at me if you dare.
You want my fortune, right? It's yours. I'll give it all to you. Just don't touch her.
Fortune? I went through all this trouble, and you thought it was just for your ridiculous imperial aura? It was her. It was you two. You killed the only brother I had in this world, Frank Mason.
Brother? Frank Mason is your brother? Your brother? Frank Mason is your brother?
So you really don't know anything. It seems our Miss Fox never planned to tell you the truth. Juliet, you really are cold-hearted. You're staying by his side just to break your own curse. He's nothing but a useful tool to you. And you, Charles Sterling, you thought Frank Mason was loyal to you. Ridiculous. He was just a pawn. I planted by your side long ago. All that trust and friendship you gave him, from the very beginning, was just an act.
Shut up! Stop talking nonsense!
Nonsense? My brother died by your blade. Today I'll make you two pay with your lives. Juliet Fox, I dare you to strike me down. If that blade hurts me, the array will go out of control. Charles Sterling's fortune will vanish into thin air, entirely obliterated from the face of the earth. And then your curse will never be broken. Then your curse will never be broken.
Ethan Hawthorne, didn't you just say it yourself? He is nothing but a tool I use to break my curse, nothing more. If a tool breaks, you just replace it. In this world, those with great fortune are not limited to Charles Sterling alone. If he dies, I'll just find the next one.
Well, 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 what a cold-hearted blade keeper. So ruthless. Charles Sterling, you heard her. In her eyes. Strike! You, how could you? Juliet Fox, I won't forget this. I'll make you pay.
You.
Save your trouble, Miss Fox.
Since you're fine now, head back to the estate. I'm going after Ethan Hawthorne. It's too dangerous right now. I won't be heading back today.
Miss Fox, stay safe. You have no heart.
Commander A. Are you okay? I don't know what happened just now. We were outside walking in circles. We couldn't get in at all. The boys were worried sick.
I'm fine. Back to the manor. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Silly girl. Why do this to yourself? You clearly care about him so much. Yet you hide in this inn, afraid to go back and see him. You even exhaust yourself just to take his fortune, damaged by the evil array, which hasn't fully returned to its source, and mend it completely.
Grandpa. Why, when I saw him push me away and use such cold and distant eyes to look at me, right here, it feels so awful. It aches so badly. It hurts even more than Ethan Hawthorne striking me.
Silly girl, that's because you've fallen in love with him. Our Fox clan bloodline, when it comes to love, is naive and slow to realize. But once our hearts are moved and love takes root, then it is for a lifetime. Unto death. And you right now, that's exactly how it is. And you right now are exactly like that. Love is hard to explain. It makes you feel restless and moody. It makes you, without realizing it, constantly picture that person's face in your mind. You're happy when he's happy and sad when he's sad.
I think I understand now. But right now, he doesn't seem to love me. He pushed me away and called me heartless.
Silly girl. That Sterling boy was deeply hurt by your harsh words. If anyone else poured their heart out to treat someone well, only to hear such things, wouldn't they feel chilled? Wouldn't they be sad? He is just being upset with you. Stop hiding. Hurry, go find him. Tell him your true feelings and about your temporary plan. Explain it to him. Don't let a misunderstanding make you miss a good match.
But Ethan Hawthorne escaped with severe injuries. If I don't track him down right now...
Oh, for heaven's sake. Ethan Hawthorne was badly wounded by you. It'll take him at least 6 months to a year to fully recover. In the short term, he won't be making any waves. Right now, nothing in the world is more important than your own lifelong happiness. Go on now.
Useless trash. To let personal grudges blind you and make you forget the true grand plan entrusted to you by the Empire.
I wouldn't dare. I haven't forgotten it for a single moment. I wouldn't dare. I haven't forgotten for a moment.
Oh? You haven't? Then tell me, what is the Empire's grand plan? And what is your purpose for infiltrating here?
The Empire looks across the sea and beholds the hidden power of the celestial land. The vast dragon vein essence. This essence is the purest energy of nature, protecting the entire heartland. It causes our holy war to face constant defeats, and Charles Sterling bears the imperial star Destiny. He is the crucial key to guarding the dragon vein. As long as his fortune prospers, the dragon vein remains rock solid and indestructible. The Empire's goal is to steal his fortune and sever the connection between the East and the dragon vein. Then, the Heartland will be defenseless. We can march right in and claim it all for the Empire.
Since you haven't forgotten, then tell me. As a medium, a Hawthorne descendant, with that Blade Keeper as your sworn enemy for generations, why did you fail so pathetically? Were you beaten senseless by Juliet Fox? Or are you just a complete and utter failure?
Please, calm down, sir. It's not that I'm incompetent. It's that Juliet Fox. That Juliet Fox, I don't know what method she used, but she was actually able to temporarily borrow Charles Sterling's Imperial aura. If it weren't for that aura, she could never have injured me so easily. Yes, that's right. As long as Charles isn't by her side, Juliet Fox is absolutely nothing.
A failure is always a failure.
For the Empire.
I'll give you one last chance. Go. Bring Charles to me. Alive. If the plan succeeds, the one who hurt you, that Blade Keeper, is yours to deal with. Go.
Don't worry. Charles will be fine. Charles!
Charlie. Charles. How did you get hurt like this?
Charlie? Where's Miss Fox? Didn't she go out with you? Is she all right? Charlie, this... Grandpa, this dish looks quite unique. What is it called?
I think this dish should be called wolf's heart and dog's lungs.
Dad?
That's not right, Grandpa. Where's the wolf's heart? And where are the dog's lungs? In this dish, there is no heart and no lungs at all. If you ask me, it should be called heartless.
What exactly are you trying to say?
Charles, we're not trying to pressure you. We're just worried. Oh, right. Where's Julie? Didn't you and Julie go out together? Why didn't she come back with you? Did something happen?
As for Miss Fox's business, I have no right to interfere. Where she goes is entirely up to her.
Charles. What I said that day at the Paradise Club was just to trick Ethan. I didn't mean it. I actually... Charles. I love you.
As for Miss Fox's matters, I have no right to interfere. Wherever she wishes to go is her own freedom.
Oh, wow. Now you have no right to interfere? Have you forgotten? Who was it that treated that precious prophecy blade, polishing it over and over, counting down the days? waiting for her to come down the mountain.
Edward, stop talking nonsense. Miss Fox and I. To the Sterling family, she is a benefactor. To me, just a creditor. Stop talking nonsense. You'll ruin Miss Fox's reputation.
I'm fine. I'll head back now.
Miss Fox, the kitchen is still keeping supper warm for you.
I'm done eating too.
Hey, wait.
Charles Sterling, if I don't arrange this.
Charlie, since you care so much about Miss Fox, and love her so much you give your life for her, why don't you go to her and tell her how you feel?
What if she... Edward. She and I have no romantic feelings. She stays by my side to protect me, entirely because of the Blade Keeper contract. It is all just her duty. If I rashly confess my feelings, it won't just be useless, it will also confuse her, or even put her in a tough spot and cause her trouble. What's between us, from the very beginning, has always been a transaction. A one-sided dream of my own making.
He's so stubborn. It's so frustrating. No, I can't just watch Charlie die. Since Charlie won't go to her, then I'll go try talking to Miss Fox. No matter what, I have to find a way to save Charlie and get the two of them married.
Who is it?
Miss Fox, it's me. It's me, Edward Sterling.
What is it?
This is from my brother, Charles. He asked me to bring you these pastries. He said tonight at 10, he'd like to meet you at the Lotus Garden. He said there's something important he needs to tell you in person. Well, I've passed on the message. And I've delivered the snacks. I've got things to do, so I'll just be going now. Miss Fox, have a good rest. Get some rest!
Charles. Tonight at 10, come to the Lotus Garden. I want to talk to you in private.
Yes, Grandpa. Julie? Why is she here? It's you.
Commander Sterling, it's been a while.
How dare they play me like this? Fine. Just fine. That kid Edward is really asking for it. How dare he team up with his brother to play me for a fool?
Miss Fox! Open the door! Let me in! Something terrible happened! Miss Fox! Please let me in! It's all my fault! I shouldn't have lied to you! My brother, he was taken by bad guys!
Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Sterling, welcome to the carefully prepared altar. This array is our 9 chrysanthemum sect secret soul-seizing array. Once the array is complete, your imperial fortune will all belong to my greater Yamato Empire. There will be no turning back. By then, the celestial dragon vein will lose its protection, its fortune will collapse, and my Yamato Imperial Army can drive straight in. This vast heartland will all belong to my empire.
I recognize you. You're the one, running the secret opium ring in Southgate. Too bad I busted your operation.
Truly the child of fortune. Good memory. Too bad you found out too late. Originally, we wanted to use opium to slowly erode the foundations of the Heartland. But we didn't expect a wild card like you. You enforced the opium ban. Your fortune actually inspired countless others to rise up and resist, repeatedly ruining the Empire's plans.
Evil will never prevail. The Heartland will never fall to scum like you. Evil will never prevail. The Heartland is not for scoundrels like you to covet. Even if I, Charles Sterling, die here today, upon this land, millions more like me will rise. You'll never get away with this.
Still so stubborn, even at death's door. Activate the array. Let's see how long you can hold out. Once the array is complete, your soul will be shattered forever.
You dare touch my man. You must have a death wish. You dare touch my man? You must have a death wish.
Julie.
I wondered who it was. So it's the Blade Keeper. You think you alone can shake the Empire's soul-seizing array? Our meticulously crafted soul-seizing array. This array was made to suppress the Heartland's dragon veins and the Child of Destiny. It holds Yamato's supreme magical secrets. How could you ever break it? Array, activate.
You're dead.
You really overestimate yourself. Did you think you could break this array? Then I'll let you watch your beloved be consumed. It's useless, Blade Keeper. This array is the blood and sweat of the Empire, gathering the national fortune of Yamato, specifically to counter your Heartland magic.
Julie. I'm sorry. I have to break my promise this time. I can't stay with you anymore. Actually, 10 years ago, when your grandpa brought you to see me, your determined and clear eyes left a deep mark in my heart. For these 10 years, I've been hoping every day to be with you. Not to repay a debt. It's because I love you.
Charles, listen to me. I love you too. Charles Sterling, listen to me. I love you too. It has nothing to do with the curse or the Bladekeeper debt. It's simply because you are Charles Sterling. Break.
No, this is impossible. The Empire's efforts, my plan. Juliet Fox, Charles Sterling. I'll remember what you did today. The Empire will never give up. I will return. And I'll make you pay 100-fold.
Trying to run?
I will return.
Dare to invade the Heartland, and you'll never leave alive.
How did you know?
Those who betray the Heartland will be killed without mercy. As long as I am here, I won't allow that tiny nation to covet our Heartland, nor will I let your kind commit such treason.
Julie, are you all right?
Frank was adopted by the Hawthorns. To repay them for raising him, he was forced to help Ethan. His biggest regret before dying was betraying your trust. He begged me to keep it a secret.
So that's why, yeah.
When I called you a tool, it was just a stalling tactic. Otherwise, a coward like Ethan would have targeted you. In my heart, I've never seen you as a tool. Anything else you want to ask?
You just said you love me.
I meant every word, Charles. Will you marry me?